Trading Capital's exclusive analysis. In today's video, we're discussing natural gas and some particular price action in the commodity-based ETF, the DBC, and commodities as a whole. There's a lot of things that transpired today across the broad market indices, S&P, NASDAQ, but we're going to look at nat gas first, the daily chart here. Overall, nat gas was negative in the morning, seeing a pretty sharp sell-off, almost testing this key 186 gap that we've been discussing for now, really since this February period here. And it was selling off pretty sharply and then had a nice bullish reversal intraday. But the price action on the daily chart really doesn't tell you the fight that was going on intraday. You can see here, try to attempt at a breakout, big sell-off, another attempt, rejection at double top, big sell-off, new lows, and then you had a nice little recovery and breakout into the end of the day. And what was interesting is this recovery was happening when the indices, the whole market was getting absolutely bludgeoned today on the back of interest rates falling, volatility spiking, war headlines, so on and so forth. And nat gas managed to actually put in a daily close of up 1.62%. So nice to see that another week nat gas managed to close slightly higher on the session, now ending another solid week to the upside for the bulls in nat gas. I'm still remaining bullish because of the fact that we have still managed to close a couple weeks now above this 186 level. And the fact that today we actually managed to recapture that short-term 7-day moving average when it was looking pretty grim is a nice positive sign in the near term. What was interesting is nat gas showed some strength as the dollar was also breaking out. So we've seen this correlation. I actually discussed this in the live stream that with some of our viewers and subscribers and members, that one of the viewers and members brought up the fact that we have been seeing a correlation between nat gas and the dollar. It seems that nat gas and the dollar are trying to move in tandem, which is a very strange near-term correlation. Doesn't mean it's going to last, and it doesn't mean you should be basing your trading around that. But it was interesting to see that this commodity managed to close firm when you had the likes of, gold closing down, silver getting rejected. You had oil also under a little bit of pressure today. If we look at uranium, that got rejected again. So the majority of commodities actually saw some pretty harsh selling across the board, but natural gas really was holding firm. Even if you look at the DBC ETF, saw a little bit of a reversal, but still closing slightly positive on the session. So definitely a lot of commodities were under a lot of pressure today, which makes sense with the dollar surging. But nat gas managed to hold firm in this vicinity, and I am looking for continued upside into next week and really the end of the month. If you look at the nat gas resource stocks, they took a beating because the overall S&P 500 and really every single sector of the S&P 500 today was weak on the session. So a lot of these names got a little bit of a sell-off. I still think that there's bullish patterns unfolding. Obviously, if the underlying commodity starts to break higher, these resource stocks should start to move higher with the underlying commodity. But a lot of these names got absolutely demolished, saw some heavy reversals, but it doesn't mean that we can't continue to still potentially form a little bit of bullish inverse head and shoulders on the charts. So definitely keeping an eye on a lot of these utility and resource stocks in the near term, because they will start to catch a bit if nat gas continues to move higher. I think the next big level is really getting a daily close above the $2, and more importantly, a weekly close above the $2 level. You can see we got rejected here around that 206 zone, and then you got rejected here at $2. So once we get above 2, still have an upside target of roughly, this 225, 226 level on the chart. On that note, thank you all for tuning in. Please give this video a like down below if you're interested in how I'm trading nat gas. Definitely check out tradingcapital.ca, where you can get access to all my insider live trade alerts and member analysis videos. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.